So let's look at the CAT scaling process. So they've uploaded this document on 19th of September, that is yesterday. So scale score calculation, we'll look at this thing. So they've given us very nicely 10 steps, which most of us will not understand, but let me try to explain them in a very easy way so that we at least understand how it's going to happen. Yeah, so there are 3 slots now. So they updated the pattern as per the morning slot, afternoon slot and the evening slot. Yeah, so they are going to normalize the score according to all the slots. So step number 1 to 3 is same thing only. So step number 1 to 3 is basically calculating the mean, standard deviation and their total. Yeah, so mean, for example, out of 300, average score is around 100, and the standard deviation, mean deviation from the normal 100, will be, let's say, around 20. So assumption plus minus 20 marks. So the topper get 120 and the lowest get 80 marks. So that's a standard deviation we are assuming. So G come out to be the total of all the students who are appearing for the exam. Yeah, so G1 is the score of the average. Let's call it average. Yeah, average of all the score. Sorry, which is mean plus standard deviation together. And same way G2 is average of slot 2 and G3 is average of slot 3. And together of all the students who appear for the CAT exam is G. Yeah, average of all the students. Then step number 5, 6, 7 is the toppers. Top 0.1% of the students in the morning batch. Let's say 2,10,000 people applied for the CAT exam. So 70,000 will be giving in the morning, 70 in the afternoon and 70 in the evening slot. And we are taking 0.1% mean 7,000, 70 people out of them, 0.1%. Yeah, so 70 students the score we are going to look at. But this is where the problem comes. For example, slot number 3, maximum coaching institute ka people are giving the exam. For example, who will become the topper. Yeah, and because of this, the scores will get biased. Yeah. Now, that's why they take 70 students, not one student, so that the average become less. But this is my request to all the coaching class owners that if you want to give the exam, give it for understanding. Yeah, what kind of paper is coming, what kind of challenges are coming. Don't go to solve the exam. For example, there are coaching institute wale owner who are now 50 years old and they still give the exam to top the exam. Because of that, the percentile get biased, number 1. Number 2, particular slot become too heavy. And because of that, other scores are problem. I know it's a marketing stunt. It's the biggest marketing stunt you can do. For example, I know one guy who goes and top the exam. उसका बच्चा कोई टॉप नहीं होता है. वो अपने सेंटर में उसने अपनी फुट लगा के रखी है. ये मैं लास्ट ईयर का टॉपर, ये मैं उससे साल का पहले का टॉपर, ये मैं उससे साल पहले का टॉपर. तो बच्चों से पूछते मेरे से आपके स्टूडेंट, और वो मत देखो, तुम मेरे को देखो, मैं टॉपर हूँ. एनीवे, जोक्स अपार्ट, but if you know anybody who is going to top the exam, please request them if they're going to listen to you that. But 70 students if they're considered, so we are assuming that all these things will be taken care of. But yes, the scores do get biased. Yeah, so this is the, let's say M.1 is the topper score, and 0.1% denote 0.1% is of all the batch, all the people who are giving the CAT score, raw score. Yeah, this is based on the raw score in a particular section. Let's talk about quant. Okay, now come the final, how the scores are going to be normalized. This is the formula they are going to use. Yeah, let's say the morning slot, the student, her quant score is R and the scaled score in the quant section is R dash. Yeah, my normal score is 100, but उसको scale करके it become 110 या 120 या 90 या 80. It won't be a major gap, trust me. It will be very small gap, plus minus 5-10 marks. Because the moment I've talked to all the toppers, everyone said their score have gone up down plus minus 10 to 12 marks. Divided by 3. So almost 3 to 4 question का gap आया है बस, max to max. Yeah, in the complete paper. Okay, now morning cycle. Okay, so R minus G1. G1 का सबका average, पूरे slot 1 का average. So your score minus complete slot 1 का score. Yeah, into m topper score minus average of everyone divided by topper of slot 1 divided by average of everyone plus the average. Yeah, that's the formula they have used. Now we can actually convert this into a DI question. I can do that. I can make a set of DI. With that set, you will understand, number one, you will understand the complete normalization, and everything will be done through that DI set. That's my task. I'll do that this week, and we will solve this set on YouTube live next week. Yeah, I'll not use the word standard deviation because standard deviation is not in our scope. So we'll look at the average only. We'll calculate on the basis of the average. Okay, same way slot 2 and slot 3, everyone is done. Everyone's scores are evaluated, and anybody who get more than 100 in the scale score will be rounded off to 100 percentile. That's why the topper is 100 percentile. Yeah, so all the topper who scored more than that also, their scale score will be 100. चलेगा. अब आपको सच्ची सच्ची बताना कितनों को ये फॉर्मूला समझा तो वेरी गुड, नहीं समझा तो जस्ट रिमेंबर योर स्कोर्स विल बी validated with the top 70 students of your slot, and top 1% means top 210 student across all the people, all the toppers. They're going to match your score with their score and then give you a scale score. ठीक है. Alright, this is as per the official score calculation given by the IIM people. Alright. If you have any question, please do ask me in the comment box. I made a video earlier as well regarding normalization. Please do check out that video also. All the best.